Hi, beautiful soul travelers. I wanted to give an update of how I'm feeling, where I'm at with my Bobinsana journey. It is Tuesday. This is the last week of February. This February has been a whirlwind of emotions. Really have been feeling this Pisces energy and feeling this new moon's energy that's coming up. I'm currently on my moon cycle, but I want to talk about specifically my third and my fourth day with Bobinsana. So I posted day 0, 1, and 2, and then I really went deep day 3 and 4, which I believe was a Thursday and Friday of last week. And what came up during that time was a lot of unprocessed inner child wounds. I really had to sit with my little girl and teenage self, and we just had a really long talk. I did a lot of things to nurture both of them, to kind of just tap into that childlike energy. I watched some just kid shows and like kid movies that make me really happy and that made them happy. So I allowed myself that time, and I talked to a few people where I was able to be seen and heard and allowed to just be vulnerable. And that also really helped with my processing of all the things that I was processing. And then I felt the call, and I was also encouraged to take a pause with the Bobinsana, as in just take a pause from connecting with her and then picking it back up later. And I'm really glad that I did. So I didn't connect with her over the weekend. I was still feeling really raw, was still processing. And then yesterday I started my moon cycle. So I'm already feeling emotional and hormonal. I don't think that I wanted to go any deeper with what my natural body is doing. So I am really glad that I paused my journey with Bobinsana, and I'm just allowing my body to recuperate, to rest and rejuvenate. As you can see, it's very beautiful outside. The whole week's weather is supposed to be beautiful, so I have no intentions of going inside today. I feel no call to go inside today. I'm just watching all the lovely birds that are around here right now. They're all just having their morning breakfast. And I went to a nonprofit. I volunteered at a nonprofit on Sunday, and that was a very magical experience where I got to talk, I got to just be myself, I got to be in different nature than what I'm used to over here, and just talk about our visions, our dreams, our goals, and have space held for me, but also being in a place where I can hold space for others and as well. And it was, by the end of the day, I was out there all day long and had no expectations, didn't even know I was going out there that day. But by the end of that day, I got here around like maybe 4 or 5 at night, and I was with the lady that I was with, and she was like, how do you feel? And I said, I feel really fulfilled. I feel whole. I feel like my cup is full. We did a lot of work, and I get that spurt of energy right before my cycle starts, and I had no idea my cycle was starting. It was a few days early, but it was exactly what I was needing to move my body, to be witnessed and to be a witness. And to be creative, because we did a lot of creative work out there, and it was beautiful. It was so magical, and I felt so fulfilled and so seen and so allowed, and it was great. It was exactly what my soul was needing. I'm so glad that I was able to gift that to myself. And then yesterday I started my cycle. Today I'm still on my cycle. I'm very grateful that my cycle only lasts about 48 hours, sometimes maybe a little bit over 48 hours. So today will be my last day on my cycle, and I feel great. I feel low energy, just like I don't need to be doing anything, but I'm out here literally sitting right in front of the sun, and it feels so rejuvenating. And again, the weather is just perfect right now. It's supposed to be perfect the whole entire week. So my intention today is to go for a walk if I have the energy to do that. But if not, I'm just gonna lay in the grass or just sit out here all day and soak in the sun, soak in this energy, be with the birds, hear the birds, just be. That's all I want to do today, is just be. And when I first sat out here, the intrusive thought that came into my mind was, is this really it? Is this really all I'm here to do, all that we're here to do? Should I be doing something more? And I just looked around the beauty that I am encased in right now, and I was like, no, there's nothing for you to do right now. If you were meant to be doing something, you would be doing it. And I'm open to receiving any creative inspirations while I'm out here, but I'm just needing to be here. And if I'm quiet long enough, you can hear the birds, you can hear the peace. And that's what I've been listening to all morning. Had my breakfast out here, had some chocolate yogurt because I do crave chocolate and sweets when I'm on my cycle. And I've been allowing myself, I don't do sweet things very often unless it's natural fruit sugar. But I got some cookies and milk from the grocery store, and I got some chocolate yogurt as well. So I had chocolate yogurt with a little bit of this raspberry cardamom rose jam that I got at the grocery store, and some flax seeds, and that was my breaking of my fast today. And I still feel full. I feel a lot of peace just being out here. I have been kind of been shut in my cabin this winter, but mostly this month of February. February has been the most difficult and challenging month of winter, and I've done a lot of reflection, and I want to be more aware and more present next year when it comes to February, because I feel like I do okay in December. There's a lot of winter starting, but there's still a lot of joy because of the month and people being with family and the festivities. January, I do feel myself decline, but February is really when I just feel just at my lowest. And I want to, again, be more present and aware of how I shift through each month. And also with this month being of Pisces, I want to be more aware of how I can nurture myself when I'm in the sign of Pisces. And I have no water at all in my chart, but water signs are where they mess me up. If it's a Cancer moon, a Pisces moon, a Scorpio moon, if we're in any of the zodiac months, I feel it heavy. And that just lets me know that it's a beautiful opportunity to process some very deep emotions. But yeah, this February, this Pisces February has unlocked a lot, and I'm really grateful that I intuitively felt the call to connect with Bobinsana, because not only was I able to allow all that deep water to come out, to be released, but that was my practice. That was exactly what I was needing to do for myself as a practice, as self-love, so that I can open myself to the beautiful weather that's coming in March, to the spring equinox that comes in March, and just that rebirth that comes in March. And I do feel like I allowed myself to die many times this month in February, and I do know what death feels like in that way. When it's a spiritual death, it literally feels like someone is just squeezing my heart and ripping it out of my chest, and it doesn't feel physical in the way of like I feel like I'm having heart palpitations or any kind of physical ailment. It just feels emotional and spiritual, and all I can do is surround myself with love, whether that's myself or with nature or outside support systems. But that's what I've been going through these last few days since last week. Again, the theme was mostly just inner child work and inner child healing. Another thing that came in was that my time here in this space of where I'm at staying currently, and possibly as Alabama as a whole, has come to a close. And I'm okay with that, and I surrender to that, and I open myself up to receive whatever beautiful path awaits me next, whatever I am beautifully aligning with and transforming into next. And I can feel the shift, and I talked about this in another video of my Bobinsana Dieta. One of the reasons why I connected with Bobinsana is because I felt that the shift was coming, and I was needing to do a big release so that I can allow all the shedding to happen, and I can open myself up to receive what awaits me. And I am so excited for what March brings. I give my gratitude for this month of February, even though it was difficult and challenging. I'm here. I did it. We're still doing it, a couple days until the end of the month, but I did it, and I'm very grateful. I like to give myself high fives. I think it's important to play with yourself in that way, like it's given, whether it's a pat on your shoulder or a little woohoo. I love to just high five myself. We did it. We're here. We're doing the thing. So I wanted to hop on here and share my experience with you guys of day 3 and day 4 of my Bobinsana journey. The pause that I'm currently having with the medicine so I can allow my body to rest and do its natural processes, and where I'm currently at now, and what I am grateful and excited to align with in March. So thank you guys so much for watching and witnessing. I will see you guys next time. Bye.